You are now listening to the Q&E Podcast.
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddammit!
What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Q&E Podcast. You're here with your boy Q Hicks right now. I got Edgar on the other line. Edgar, tell the people what's good.
It's a good day today. You already know. Turned 23 today. Happy birthday to myself. Just want to give myself a pat on the back for that.
Yes,
so I'm really in the mood for this episode today. Let's get to it.
That man working hard on the birthday, man. A lot of birthdays I ain't even getting up, dog. I got up early, went to school, now doing the pod, man. Hard working man.
And got to do a little bit of homework after this before I really start my day. So I'm trying to get all the busy stuff out the way now, so that way I can just bullshit for the rest of the day, do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my car cleaned today. I got to go shopping for myself again. What else I got to do? I got dinner later. So I still ain't flick up yet in my birthday fit. It's a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff to do today.
Yeah. Okay. Turned 23 on the 24th. Once again, man, the Jordan year. Happy birthday, my brother. Definitely wish him a belated happy birthday, because y'all probably going to get this on Thursday night or on Friday, but definitely wish my man happy birthday. But let's dive in. First off, I wanted to dive into this first, bro. I did want to dive into this first. Girlfriends. I've been watching Girlfriends a lot recently. Girlfriends is a top-tier black show that we do not talk about enough. It is up there with the Martins and the Fresh Princes. I did want to say that.
I'm not going to lose my black card for saying this, but I will get a strike. Never really was into Girlfriends, ever.
I wasn't either, so I don't even blame you for that. So when it always came on TV, I watched a little bit of it.
Immediately.
Yeah, I really did watch it. But
the intro, though, I watched the intro.
Yeah.
My girlfriend. That was the only part I watched. I watched the intro. That was it.
Bro, it's so much drama. It started to feel like a soap opera towards the middle, but it's just so much drama that keeps you entertained. And it's so many funny shit that you really didn't understand as a kid, but now you growing up, you get like the sexual jokes and shit like that. So I did want to say that's a top tier show. Like I said, it's up there with the Fresh Princes and the Martins, bro. I did want to say that. And I didn't even know it birthed the game, bro.
Oh, yeah.
The game came from, I did not know this.
Yeah.
I literally just seen the episode where it was like the spinoff started or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, damn, a top tier show created another good show?
I love the game. I love the game. I could watch the game all day. Like me, my brother Joe, my mama, like we used to love watching that show.
Yeah. Because it was supposed to be another actor that played Derwin. It was supposed to be like some dark-skinned dude that I just seen. But
yeah, that was Blue. Blue came in later in the season after Derwin got traded.
It wasn't even Blue. It wasn't Blue. It was that was in like the Girlfriend spinoff. It was like some different. It wasn't Blue though.
I know what you're talking about. Oh,
I know who you
talking about in the actual show. I thought.
Yeah, you talking about Lawrence from Yeah, you talking about Lawrence. Yeah. I ain't talking about
you talking about the dude that was shown in the Girlfriends thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad they went with the person they went with.
Me too. I said the same thing. I'm glad they went with this Derwin. I'm like, I wasn't feeling dude at all. I really wasn't feeling him in the little spinoff episode.
Pooh Charles. Shout out to Pooh Charles, Tia Mowry. Damn, I be forgetting the rest of their names though. But dude who played Malik, Tasha, Kelly, Jason. Shout out to Brandy for how she was incorporated later into the show. Lauren London, all of them.
Yeah. Crazy, bro. Crazy. And it was another show they was talking about it on Twitter. It was like the Steve Harvey show, bro. His show he had should definitely be on Netflix, because I
love the Steve Harvey show. Hey, that was another it's a lot of people who are just like our age who are just now listening to the Steve Harvey morning show on the radio. Man, I've been listening to that just since we was going to Southside, bro. Like, I'd be laying in the passenger side, like real, like not, and my mom would be taking me to school, and I hear the Steve Harvey morning show every morning. I'm a kid, and these niggas is hilarious. Like, when I tell you, they got me cracking up the whole time, and I'm a kid.
Yeah.
So, like, to hear people now, like, years later, after, like,
I don't even listen to that. I don't even listen to the radio.
I say like 15 years later from that or whatever, it's kind of like everybody just now like, hey, the Steve Harvey morning show, they funny as hell. Y'all late, bro. I've been on it. No,
I'm talking about the Steve Harvey show.
I know the show. I was saying the radio show was too. The radio.
Oh, when the radio show came out?
Years ago. Like we was
2010?
No, way earlier than that. Like
2008?
We was going to Southside, bro. Like
graduated 5th grade in 09. So 07?
It was out before we was even in 5th grade. Like
damn, it was out before then?
Yes. Like
I don't even remember.
That's what I'm saying. You was probably asleep on the way to school. Yeah. You weren't listening.
Now that's facts. Now that was facts. That was facts.
Listening.
Yeah,
I was listening every morning.
Yeah.
But the TV show and the radio show, Steve Harvey was doing his thing.
Yeah.
The TV show is more underrated and the radio show is more known. So I will agree. They need to put the TV show on Netflix.
Right, because you had Cedric the Entertainer. I forgot old girl name. Regina
King? Regina King?
It wasn't Regina King. Was it Regina Hall?
It might have been Regina Hall. It's Regina only Hall? 2 known Reginas. So.
Yeah. And you know, old girl who was messing with Cedric. I always forget her name.
I do too. I don't know.
Yeah. Levita Jackson? It was something like that.
I can't remember.
Then you had
I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember the name.
Yeah, you had Bullethead. That was the white dude. You had old girl who was from All That. White girl from All That. And R.I.P. to Merlin Santana too. That was the main boy character in high school, bro. R.I.P. to him. But yeah, that show was definitely underrated, bro. So they need to bring that to Netflix too. I was thinking about that while watching Girlfriends. That was another show I always watched it, but just looking back, I want that back. I want that back now. All right, bro. Let's dive into the NFL Week 2 first. I want to say thoughts and prayers to all of these players that got injured this past week, bro. A whole lot of league-wide injuries.
I don't think we've ever had a week where this many players were injured. This might be the highest injury Sunday of all time, if I'm not mistaken.
Has to be, especially the big name. I think it was the big names, too, that really caught the most eyes. Because I'm going to run through the names right now.
The 49ers. I think my prediction was right of having them third.
This just
goes into my prediction. I predicted them to be third in their division, and now damn near the whole roster is injured.
I ain't gonna lie. You looking good right now. I ain't gonna lie to you because the Cardinals looking fire and the Seahawks looking fire. So you looking good right now.
I had Seahawks at number 1, Cardinals at number 2. Yep.
Yeah, so you looking good right now, man. But damn, Jimmy G out 4 to 6 weeks. Nick Bosa out for the season. The other DN, Solomon Thomas, he got the ACL injury. He out for the season. It's like they're depleted. And Richard Sherman not playing. He out for 2 to 3 weeks.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and I want to run through some more injuries, bro, because it was a lot, man. I know Saquon Barkley was an ACL injury.
Yep, out for the season.
Look, San Francisco running back, Mostert. Mostert got hurt. Jesus, McCaffrey got an ankle.
Taylor.
Oh, my goodness. Let's dive into that. Let's dive into that whole situation.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
So, Tyrod Taylor had a rib injury after week 1. I think it was like bruised ribs or something along those lines. So, coming into Sunday, he was going to get an injection, like a pain-killing injection that was supposed to help him play on week 2 against the Chiefs. But the doctor accidentally punctured his lung while trying to do the procedure, and Tyrod couldn't play. And they say they don't know when Tyrod gonna get back with this punctured lung, bro. So what was your reaction to the news? Because I was flabbergasted.
My reaction to the news was like, you all are highly trained, highly skilled medical people. Like, I get it. Mistakes can happen even with the best doctors, but it's like, this is a situation where if I'm Tyrod, I'm suing. Like, I'm suing the medical staff because, like, not only am I gonna be like out for a couple games or whatever, but it's like that could be like a career or life-threatening situation. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You punctured my lung, like that's nothing light to say. Like, and the fact that you're a quarterback and you're always getting tackled, you're not allowed to get hit anywhere up here. So all of your shots are going to be to the abdomen or to the leg, and barely the legs. Like, the abdomen is for defensive players, the best part to hit the quarterback at without getting too big of a penalty. So your abdomen area is always going to be attacked. So the fact that my lung has been punctured and I'm at high risk for it getting hit constantly, if I'm Tyrod, I'm suing the medical staff, and I'm just really pissed off at the Chargers organization right now.
Hey, I seen somebody tweet yesterday. They was like, man, when Tyrod done, it should be the Tyrod Taylor charges for real. Because I'll be owning that whole thing. Y'all punctured my lung. Like you just said, that's a life thing, bro. It's not even about football anymore. It's about my life. But what I did hear about the whole procedure situation is that it is something that they do tell you going into the procedure. That is something that could happen. You could get a punctured lung. Even though it shouldn't happen. It's like only like a 1% chance of happening. They do tell you that before the procedure, like as a side effect type of thing, like this could happen. But the fact that it happened, I never knew this was a possibility. And it's like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
Because I'm thinking like, how deep was the shot? Like, if you puncture in my lung, how deep was the shot? I mean, I get it. It's for the ribs, and the ribs are literally right over the lungs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, still, how you got to go through the ribs to get to the lungs. So that's why I'm looking like, how the hell does that even happen?
Yeah. And like you said, bro, these are the most certified doctors in the world. If you work for an NFL team, you're certified, most definitely. Been in the game for a long time. So to be making these mistakes with high-profile quarterbacks is crazy, bro. Just before a game, I can't play, and now my life is at risk. I want to know what was running through his mind while hearing all this information, bro, because I know it was hitting him.
I mean, I'm sure he was pissed off and scared at the same time, but if it was me, I'd be more so pissed off than anything in that type of situation.
That's crazy, bro. But him not playing really did open up that quarterback position for Justin Herbert, so we can start off with that. Had a hell of a debut, bro. Had like I want to say he had like 350 passing yards, a couple passing TDs against the Chiefs.
I told y'all. What I told you before the season started. Justin Herbert is going to be the quarterback that everybody not paying attention to, but he going to show y'all. Now, granted, I didn't want it to happen this way. I wanted Justin Herbert to win that starting position, obviously without any health jeopardizing factors to Tyrod. So prayers go out to him. But now that Herbert has the opportunity to start now and show everybody what he can do, this is what I've been saying all along, ever since I've been seeing him at Oregon. It's like, this dude is for real. He's accurate. He plays well under pressure. We've seen him go up against big talent against the Chiefs. So he just proving to everybody what I've been saying this whole time. He was the most slept-on quarterback in the draft, and he's showing that to y'all right now. So I just need my applause for that. It don't have to be now. I won't even take it now, even though
we need to see Tua first. We need to see Tua first.
No, Tua
yes,
not slept on.
Do. Yes, we do. I'm not talking about slept on. I'm just talking about best QB. You wasn't saying most slept on. You were saying you was the best QB in this draft.
No, I didn't. I said he was the most slept on QB in this draft. I never say he was the best QB in this draft. Don't do that. You putting words in my mouth. You are putting words. I say
we can go back to the NBA draft talk, bro.
He was my favorite quarterback in the draft, and he was the most slept-on quarterback in the draft. I never said he was the best quarterback in that draft.
He trying to be slick with the words, y'all. He trying to be slick with the words. I swear he is. Y'all can go back to the NBA draft stuff, bro. I'm an NFL draft.
I'm telling you what I said. Never said he was the best quarterback. I said he was my favorite, and he's the most underrated and slept-on quarterback.
I thought he was the safest because there was a lot of discussion between two. Bro, yes, you did. Because I'm just thinking back to those conversations we were talking about. We were talking about who was going to have the better career. It was Tua or Herbert. And you always said Herbert.
It's the difference between who has the better. You could be the better quarterback and still not have the better career.
See, that's why I say he being slick with the
words.
Not
being slick. That's not being slick. That's truthful.
Bro, you should stand behind this. He had a good week. Stand behind what you said.
No, I am. I'm just saying, like, you could be the better quarterback. You could be the better quarterback, but another quarterback can still have a better career than you. That can't happen. I need you to know that can't happen.
With the words. I'm surprised you backing off your statement after you see what you see.
I'm not backing off my statement. I'm telling you, he was and is the most slept-on quarterback in the draft, and everybody's seeing it now.
I might put the clip in here. I might go back and do some research, man, and what you said.
Go ahead.
I might do some research, man. But yeah, I was highly impressed. I didn't know Herbert had all that in his bag, and it was highly impressive in his first start, especially when he wasn't prepared. Like, he didn't work out with the first team. He was coming into the game as a backup because up until, like, the actual game time, they didn't even know if Tyrod was, like, if he was going to play or not. Like, they didn't have any information on that. So he had, like, really late notice when it came to starting, bro. And he really impressed against the Chiefs. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can keep this up with finally got some tape on him. But he looked good for his first week, though. I ain't going to lie too much.
I agree. That was a good first week. Even though they lost, it was an L that you can be proud of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely,
especially considering the circumstances. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. So I'm definitely want to see how he plays out. But I know the conversation a lot was the Herbert and Tua conversation. So that's why I was like, I don't know who yet, because I got to see Tua on the field. Because like I said, he impressed, Herbert impressed, but I got to see how my Tua gonna play though. I'm really excited to see Tua.
As I said before, like before the season even started, the only thing I'm worried about with Tua is that hip. Like that's the only thing I'm worried about. Talent-wise, not worried at all. He can get the job done. But if you fall the wrong way, or if somebody falls on you the wrong way, it can go left for Miami. So that's the only thing I'm scared about. Because remember, I said that might affect his draft stock. Because what was he drafted this year? What number was he drafted? He was drafted 5. He was projected to be like top 3, wasn't he?
About 5.
I thought he was projected higher than that. Cause I was the one that said like his injury.
He could have went number 1 if he didn't have an injury. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like it affected his draft stock. Because I was trying to tell y'all, it was like I was like, I don't care how good he was before the injury. That injury is going to play a part in where he gets drafted. Now he's not going to be a top 2, top 3 pick no more with this hip injury. He's gonna fall like 3 or 4 spots, and that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, I'm just ready to see, bro. And it's a real conversation we need to start having. If quarterbacks should just take the reins early in their careers, man. And why are we playing this game of let the veteran get it for a couple of games just so Herbert can get in and do his thing in a couple of weeks? It's just, you might as well hand them the reins as soon as they get there. What are we waiting for? You see Herbert, as soon as he step on the field, he producing.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way because it's like, well, it depends on what kind of situation you in. If you're in a situation with Tyrod Taylor, then I say if it was me, I'll let Justin Herbert and Tyrod Taylor, I let them duke it out at practice, and let's see who want to win this starting position. Because obviously Tyrod Taylor ain't nothing to turn your nose up at, but we did draft Herbert for a reason. Like we seen the potential in him. So I agree with you. Why make that talent sit down for a veteran talent when we brought you in here to be the future face of the franchise anyway?
Yeah. And you know what Tyrod is. It's like Tyrod is solid. You know what I'm saying? He's not really nothing crazy. But it's like you got somebody you don't know his ceiling yet. So why not put him in there, throw him into the fire and see how he does? Same thing with Fitzpatrick in Miami. You already know what Fitzpatrick is. One day he's going to give you 404 passing TDs. The next he throwing 4 picks. It's like, bro, you already know what Fitzpatrick is, bro. Let's get Tua in there and actually see if he can play early in the season.
Oh, yeah, Tua's going to start, like, as soon as he's – I wouldn't say anything less than 100%. I'd say, like, at least 85, 90% healthy. But, I would want him 100% healthy before I just throw him out there on the field. No matter how much I trust his talent, if I'm Miami, I'm waiting till he is 100% healthy. And then I'm taking out whoever's starting at that point, and I'm just throwing Tua in there at that point.
Yeah. I would have been throwing him in there. But I'll wait until the middle of the season. The middle of the season should be the ending point. It's like, all right, now, especially with the Dolphins, you don't expect them to win much. It's like, all right, now it's time to get Tua in there. Let him.
Well, I expect them to win much because based on my prediction, I got them second in that division.
Behind who?
The Bills. Remember? I said the Bills.
Let's dive into the Patriots then.
Yeah.
After Bills, making Dolphins, this
Patriots. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. I don't care.
You sticking with what? Oh, you sticking with the Dolphins at 2?
Yep. Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. I'm sticking with that. That's my story.
My man Cam is back, y'all.
Yes, sir.
That's all I gotta say, man. Y'all seen the game. Y'all seen the highlights. My man Cam, Super Cam, is back. Had almost 400 yards passing. They lost the game, but I didn't care about the loss. After watching what I seen that game, bro, I watched the whole game. I don't even watch a lot of whole games in football anymore. I watched the whole game, and Cam was doing.
I always watch the whole game. If it's a good Sunday night or Monday night matchup, I'll watch the whole game. Like,
it's crazy. If I don't really care about the team, it's like I really can't find myself watching the whole.
Yeah,
game.
If it's a Bucks game, I'm watching the whole game.
That's your team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if it's a good matchup, I'll watch the whole game. But if it's like who plays tonight? What, Jacksonville?
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Somebody like I ain't finna watch the whole game. I'm barely gonna watch any of the game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because last Thursday night game, I barely watched it. I think I watched a little bit of the fourth quarter, but that was it, bro.
Right.
But yeah, same thing. But I watched this whole game, and they really didn't want to open it up for Cam in that first half. It was a lot of short passes that was getting me aggravated because it made me wonder if Cam was fully healthy. Like, why they always throwing all these short passes? But in the second half, when they started getting down by like double digits, they was gunning it. And I didn't think they still don't have the weapons, so I don't want to gas up their weapons. But they played big. Julian Edelman played big. Demir Bird, shout out to Demir, and N'Keal Harry. All of them boys played big for Cam in that game, and Cam made them look better than what they were. In my
I told you them off-season practices that he was doing this whole time. I told you he getting to know these receivers. As soon as he got traded there, he contacted all of them, and he had practices with all of them. He was practicing with Odell and a couple other people on different teams, but he made sure that young core in New England was definitely the people that he was throwing to the most over the offseason.
Yeah. And
shout out he was clicking with Julian Edelman so easy. It was like certain passes. Julian Edelman, I said this to Caleb when we was watching. Julian Edelman is not going to get you no yards after the catch. That man will catch the ball, and wherever he catches that, that's what you finna get.
Yeah.
So if you throw a 30-yard pass, it's only finna be that 30 yards. Not 35, not 38. That's it.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of button passes that I seen, and I was like, ooh, that was so accurate. And Edelman could have made some yards after the catch, and this man either got tackled or he just fell to the ground. I'm like, damn, bro, like you give Cam so many more yards if you just try to run.
Bro, Edelman is a stud, bro. I know a lot of people want to fight that Hall of Fame tag, but if it was a playoff Hall of Fame, he should be in there because he had so many playoff big moments. But I'm starting to think it's like, damn.
You don't think he was Hall of Fame?
I don't think he's Hall of Fame right now.
What?
Edelman?
Julian Edelman going to the Hall of Fame. I need you to
until this season. I thought he was just a byproduct of Brady at this point.
No.
Nah,
whether you think that of him or not, he got the rings, he got the playoff appearances, and he got the numbers. Whether you think it's because of Brady or because he actually that good, he going to make it to the Hall of Fame.
That's like saying Wes Welker Hall of Fame. You think Wes Welker Hall of Fame?
I would say yes.
You think Wes Welker Hall of Fame?
See, when you say Hall of Fame, you automatically thinking first ballot.
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking Hall of Fame, period.
He's going to make it into the Hall of Fame. I need
Wes Welker.
Yes.
He's eligible for the Hall of Fame. He's not in.
I ain't saying first ballot. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not talking any ballot. He's not getting in. Wes Welker?
I give him third ballot. By the third try, they'll put him in there.
I can't see Wes Welker getting in. If Wes Welker was in, I can give you that. Huh?
They're gonna put him in. I promise you. Both of them. They damn sure putting Julian Edelman in there. I need you to know that right now. Edelman will be in there.
He on the fence. He getting closer and closer. If he keeps having big performances like this for Cam and people can actually see that he's not a byproduct of Brady, I can definitely see him getting in. But before last game, I'm like, nah, I don't see it for the Hall of Fame. But still, he had big games. He was toasting Jamal Adams a lot last game. I remember he had one crossing route, toasting Adams. He had one fly. That was probably like the only real deep pass of the game. Killed Jamal Adams. I'm like, damn.
The best plays that Jamal Adams had were blitz plays the whole game. Like his effort on the D-line, those were his best highlights in that whole game.
Yeah.
Anything in the secondary, don't show nobody.
But shout out to Cam, bro, because I told Eggert this, bro. All of his biggest haters, the Colin Cowherds, everybody that be ragging on Cam, came out and seen the light on Sunday night, bro. And they had nothing but praise for my man. After all the hate, they finally see the light, bro. So that's all I wanted to see. And I hope he just continues to build off this performance, bro. They said this was his third highest career passing yards or single game passing
right.
yards. So that's crazy as hell. But we could talk about Russell Wilson because he had 5 touchdowns, nothing to stiff at, and he was the person that won the game, bro. So how do you feel about his performance?
I feel like we've seen it so many times before, and Bill Belichick made this point. He's the most underrated person in the NFL. Like, in all honesty, he's damn near the best quarterback in the NFL. That's not an exaggeration. I would argue
he is. I think
he is. So I totally agree with Bill Belichick with that. Russell Wilson has been giving us years of this now of being the mobile QB that he is. We've seen him with decent O-lines, and we've seen him with terrible O-lines. And he still finds a way to make the playoffs, put up the numbers, and keep them in close games to get the win. Or even if they lose, just putting them in situations where they could win. Yep. We're used to seeing that with Russell Wilson. So I really love what I seen from him on Sunday. Like, it was amazing to see, especially that one pass that he threw to, I can't remember the receiver he threw it to.
David Moore in the corner?
That was more?
Yeah, 83. You talking about 83?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was more or not. But
the body control on that play was crazy.
Yeah.
He had caught it. Like, I thought he was out of bounds. That dude got
I did too. I didn't see the toe drag. Because he knocked the pylon over. So I was like, okay, they'll probably give it to him for the fact he knocked the pylon over. But the fact that he still drug his foot inside after knocking the pylon, I was like, damn, I can't even say nothing
crazy.
on that. First time I seen it, I was like, that's out of bounds. Great catch, but it's out of bounds. And then they showed the replay. I was like, damn, Russ, you did it again.
Russell, and this is why I would give Russell Wilson the nod over a Mahomes and over a Lamar Jackson right now. I've seen him do it for a longer period of time, and also I've seen him do it with no weapons, and like you said, with no offensive line. I've seen him do this with Doug Baldwin. Doug Baldwin's solid, don't get me wrong, but he ain't nothing crazy. Who else he had? Lockett over the years, other like mid receivers, and it's like he's always produced and made.
I wouldn't say Lockett is mid. I wouldn't say Lockett is mid.
I ain't saying he's mid. I'm saying he had other mid receivers. Yeah. Lockett good. Lockett, he got weapons now though. He got weapons now. DK is gonna be a star in this league.
Hey, Randy Moss said it. DK, he gonna be an issue. He gonna be an issue for years to come.
He was burning Gilmore, the defensive player of the year.
What? The size, the body control, the speed that he has for his size. I'm like, man, this dude finna be crazy.
Yeah, bro. So I would definitely give Russell Wilson that nod over him. And I've just seen Mahomes with too much. Like, he's had everything at his disposal. You got the wide receiver weapons. You got the tight end. Your offensive line is always great. So you haven't had your coach. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, what's name been a good coach for all these years? Pete Carroll.
No, I'm just saying, like, the icing on the cake of
also so it's like
a Hall of Fame coach. Like, it's like, damn, like
you had everything at your disposal for all these years. So once people start to trickle out, which I expect to happen once that $50 million contract kicks in, then I want to see how Mahomes, he's still gonna be a great quarterback, but how does he adjust to not having all these weapons?
Can the wins still come? We know the talent gonna be you still gonna make the amazing throws and all of that, but are the wins still going to match? So
exactly, because Seattle is a perennial 10-win team every season, no matter the talent, really, on both sides of the ball. So you know what you're gonna get out of Russ. And now that since they got actual talent in the backfield and with the wide receiver positions, they have no reason not to go deep in this playoffs.
And just to segue back to Cam, my only critique of Cam in this game was the very last play of the game. And it's a good critique. It's not even necessarily a bad one. It's just I wouldn't have made that play if I was Cam. If I was Bill, I wouldn't even let that play go. I wouldn't have called it. I wouldn't have drew that up. I would have drew up some type of trick play. Like, he literally – when I called the play before it happened. Like, I told Caleb, like, this is what's going to happen. Like, it's going to be an empty backfield.
Everybody in the world knew what was going to happen. Everybody in the world, because they haven't stopped it the whole game. Like, they running that same plan. That's why Seattle knew it was going to happen.
I just thought it was going to work. Caleb told me, bro, it's not going to work. I was like, bro, I feel like it is. Like, the way they got the backfield empty and everything, I thought it was going to work. Caleb was like, no, bro, it's predictable. They've been doing this play the whole game, and he was right. So I feel like that was just a play where he kind of had the Mamba mentality of, either I'm going to get us the win or we're gonna win or lose by me. Like, I've been the dude for this team the whole game. We're going to lose or win on me. And I feel like I'm the best player on the field. I feel like that's the mentality that Cam had. So I don't blame him for that, because I feel like that's mostly a basketball mentality. But
I was just about to say, now we're starting to use Mamba mentality way too much when it comes to things. Mamba mentality is it's cut from a whole different cloth.
Oh, but Cam has that, though. That's why I used it with him. I don't use that with everybody. Cam is somebody that
we starting to use Mamba mentality way too much since that man passed, man. Everybody ain't got Mamba mentality. It's only one person. It's only one person in this whole entire world that he has passed that has Mamba mentality.
It's people who got it. Like, well, not the original, but you know what I mean. Come on now. You see it in certain players. Like, Cam is definitely an athlete where the work ethic matches the persona. Like, you see it in Cam. Cam wants to win by any means necessary.
But it wasn't like Cam went up there and said, no, we running this play. Like, the coaches called that play because the coaches haven't seen them stop it. So if they're not going to stop it, we're going to keep running there until they stop it. And it's funny because earlier in the game, they did like a play action off of that same type of read. Right. They had faked it like he was going to run and end up throwing it. But it's like I can't really blame him for the play call. It's been working. You got to have it in Cam's hands. I don't trust it in anybody else's hand. I don't trust anybody else to catch it or nothing like that. And there was opportunities before that play that they could have won that game as well. I think he threw a pass to Julian Edelman, went through his hands, and that would have been the touchdown to seal it.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Julian, like it literally went straight through his hands. I was like, damn, you've been catching everything today. And that's the one pass that you really missed. That was the one that could have just sealed the deal.
Yeah. So we can't really blame – I didn't blame Cam for it because it was a lot of penetration. You just got to give Seattle a lot of credit.
I ain't blame Cam. It was just that was my one critique.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, I don't know. I feel like I would have called a timeout. Coach would have just had to been pissed at me. I'd have called a timeout or something. I've been like, Coach, they're going to read this. And cause what I said, Jamal Adams and Bobby Wagner, when they blitzed, it was causing trouble for that Patriots O-line.
I thought the Patriots O-line played good. I've never seen Cam pass the ball like that, and I've never seen Cam with that type of time. Trust me, I've been a Cam fan since Carolina. He's never had that type of time to do what he wanted to do.
I agree. I'm just saying,
sitting in the pocket for ages waiting for somebody to get open. And it was crazy, bro.
But I feel like it's because Seattle just wasn't used to playing against Cam in that type of scenario with that type of team of why they had the type of time that they had to get the ball off. I feel like they were so scared of like, well, we don't want to just rush Cam because it's like, he's in a whole new system now, like, and they've been catching shit the whole game. So I feel like Seattle they had better blitz plays than they had playing off in the secondary.
Yeah, because their defensive line is terrible. That's why they had to blitz so much, and that's really the only pressure they got on Cam when they were sending Jamal Adams on a blitz. And even when Jamal Adams was coming on blitzes, Cam was breaking loose off those and still getting loose and throwing a pass or whatever. So yeah. That's something they need to work on. If they want to be a real Super Bowl team, the defensive line got to get better. And Bruce Irvin, he got hurt as well. I think he tore his ACL as well during that game. So that's another weapon for the Seattle Seahawks that went down, bro. So tough. But good win for Seattle, but I love what I seen from Cam. Let's move on to this Saints versus Raiders game, bro. Monday Night Football. How you feeling about Drew Brees right now, man? It's looking like my man Jameis.
No. I knew you was
looking like my man
that.
Jameis about to slide up in there.
Don't say that. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. That's not what it's gonna be.
He can't throw past 5 yards,
Drew
bro.
Brees had a bad night. He had a bad night. I will admit that. But shout out to the Las Vegas Raiders. I feel like this was more so their win than the Saints' loss.
I told y'all about the Raiders.
I feel like the Raiders. They played their heart out. Plus, it was opening night in their new stadium, and they played with way more grit and grind, and they knew they had to get the win. So, although the Saints played terrible, I feel like it was more of a better effort on the Raiders side. So
why you can't tell the truth, bro?
Huh?
Why you can't tell the truth? Say what you seen. Say what you seen on Monday night, bro. Drew Brees looked like a garbage can, bro. Say what you
seen. He did. I said he had an off night.
No, don't say off night.
He did. How often do we see Drew Brees do that?
Say he was garbage.
How often do we see that with Drew Brees? How often?
But look, didn't you say Michael Thomas wasn't going to be a factor or something like that? Missing Michael Thomas wasn't going to be a factor?
I did.
Wow. And I said, and I'm still on this prediction too that they will lose their next 3 games. And they got the Packers coming up. So I said they're going to lose to the Raiders, the Packers, and the Lions. And I'm really liking my prediction how Drew Brees playing. But yeah, man, they was talking about his arm strength. His arm strength looked weak. He can't really throw that deep anymore. He was missing some easy throws, man. I mean, and he's the most accurate quarterback that probably ever played this game. So for him to be looking that off was crazy to me. I've never seen it. And I watched.
But I feel like with the NFL, it's you play one game every 7 days. So maybe 6 or 5, depending on if you got like Thursday or something. But for the most part, everybody plays one game once every 7 days. So this week, Drew Brees is the laughing stock of the NFL right now as far as individual play because he played terrible. Next week, he could probably throw for 400 yards and have 3 touchdowns and back in everybody's graces, and everybody will be like, that was just a bad week, like I said it was. So it's a week-by-week thing with the NFL. Everybody right now is doing like you questioning, can't throw past 5 yards. You still got it. You still accurate. You still got that.
But he didn't look good in game 1 either. Even though they beat the Bucs, he didn't look good in game 1. So
he didn't look terrible.
He wasn't terrible, but it was just like, man, you didn't look good in either games.
Game 1, honestly, I didn't judge anybody too harshly in game one, honestly, for anybody for the first week of the season. Because I'm like, no preseason and barely any practice time at all. I wasn't judgmental of too many teams at all the first week. But this week, yeah, you played trash. This is the first week I'm actually going to start judging people. Yeah, you played trash this week, Drew Brees. Like, it was an off game. I give you that. I don't expect this to happen multiple times in the season.
Drew Brees is done is what I would say. I don't even like Drew Brees. I feel like he was done last year. I thought he should have retired this offseason. I think he's done. And I think it's just time for Jameis. Get a fresh arm in there, man.
Oh,
it's new eye Jameis. I'm telling you, if y'all would have had Jameis on Monday night, y'all would have won. I'm telling y'all. Just that's how Jameis is, my G. It's not even like the Raiders defense is crazy.
I'm not going back and forth with you on this. Like,
bro, it's not even like the Raiders defense is crazy.
I'm never giving this man my energy. Like, no matter how
Jameis Winston will be the starting quarterback of this team by the end of the season. I'm trusting. Trust me. I heard a lot of Taysom Hill talk and all that BS.
I'm not giving my energy.
It will be Jameis Winston by the end of the season.
I'm not giving my energy.
It don't matter if you're not giving the energy. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. Winston will be the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, man. Drew Brees is done. Because I had these same questions the past couple of years, but it just was on a bigger stage of Monday Night Football, man. But this is what I want to say about the Raiders. Because I've been a fan of the Raiders for the past couple of years. I had Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller on my fantasy team the last year. And Derek Carr. I want to harp on my man real quick. Because he had a hell of a game. Having a great season so far, bro. How do I want to say this? What do you think of Derek Carr?
Besides, like, barring injuries, he's a top 10, top 15 QB in the league, barring injury.
Should I make a bold take? Should I be bold?
What, for that?
Derek Carr. You have to remember, he still has that MVP car in him. I want to say this was 2016, 2017. He was top 2 in MVP discussion before he got hurt. He would have won. I think that Derek Carr is still inside of him. By the end of the season, Derek Carr will be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. So that's above.
What do you think he is right now? Do you agree with me? Like,
I agree with you.
10 and
top
15?
Top 15.
Yeah.
But I think he will be top 10 by the end of the season. I think he will be above Dak, above Wentz, above a lot of people that are revered in this NFL.
Well, I low-key got him above Wentz right now. Like,
we're going to dive into him. Oh, yeah. We're going to dive into Wentz. Well, Wentz been looking garbage. Another one that's been looking garbage. But Derek Carr, man, I do want to give him credit, man, because he's been getting slandered. Even on Monday night, I was looking at Twitter. It was like, Derek Carr probably got the most mid quarterback, most average quarterback. And I'm like, y'all don't even know. Derek Carr, before the injuries, was crazy.
Exactly.
And I feel like the situation is that has been really hindering him. Having a new offensive coordinator feels like every year, having a new head coach. But now it looks like him and John Gruden relationship is starting to build now. And he's looking great, bro. So I'm really looking forward to the Raiders' postseason chances, too. I'm going to dive into that a little later as well. We can dive into Carson Wentz right now, bro. Rams versus Eagles. They got smacked up by the Rams, 37-19. Carson Wentz still looked garbage. Came back on in week 1.
I think I picked the Eagles to win this. Did I?
I don't remember.
I don't think I picked either hard not team to win this week.
I think I did pick the Rams. Did I not?
You might have picked the Rams. I think
I did pick the Rams.
I think I picked the Eagles. I can't fully remember right now.
Yeah. The Rams is another team we should be talking about, too. Rams looking back in Super Bowl form. You feel what I'm saying? And this was without Todd Gurley.
Hard knocks. Hard knocks. They might get taken off. They might get taken off mid-season. It ain't too much to knock about.
That's true, bro. So how you been feeling about Wentz so far? Is he regressing in your eyes, man? We had so much praise for him this last year, being that he took him to the playoffs with really no wide receivers. So is he regressing in your eyes?
I honestly feel like he is regressing just off of the fact that, one, you have to stay healthy. Like, I can't stress that enough. It's like, okay, I get it, injuries happen, but if they continue to happen over and over for you and they continue to be a factor in how you play, it's like, damn, bro, I can't excuse that too much longer. I got to put it on you to be more healthy for yourself. And just off of injuries at this point, his accuracy has just been terrible. I'm like, dude, where are you throwing? It's like we already got the injury situation of what's hindering you from being good. Don't let it actually be your skills at this point. Because to make a point of what Stephen A. said, you are the reason that the team is trash right now. Like, and when the leader, the quarterback of the team is the reason why the team is trash, that's not good. So that has to change. It's not the coaching. It's not the receiving core. It's nothing else really but Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz can play top tier, the Eagles can be a top 2 team in their division and be a hopeful, strong playoff candidate.
Yeah. And it's funny, bro, because I was watching Get Up and they had Dan Orlovsky on. He was like, he's like a huge Carson Wentz advocate. And he was trying to stand up for Wentz. He was like, nah, Carson Wentz, because they were asking him if Carson Wentz was the problem. He was like, nah, Carson Wentz isn't a problem, but he's problematic.
Like, no, you are the problem.
That's what I'm saying. What does that mean?
Like, what does that mean? No, you're not problematic. You are the problem.
He's the problem, bro. Carson Wentz is the problem. I think they have enough weapons. I don't know why Eagles fans want every weapon that's in the air, everybody who's on the trading block.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, who all y'all want? Like,
y'all got Deshaun Jackson. Y'all got Rager. Y'all got the tight ends with Ertz and Goddard. Like, damn, y'all want everybody. Y'all got Miles Sanders. What y'all want?
Y'all just want every big name wide receiver over there. Like, y'all don't have actual talent. Like, y'all want names over actual talent.
Exactly. They want to look at everybody else, but they do not want to look at that quarterback position. That's what they doing, bro. I put a poll up yesterday. I said, is Carson Wentz a top 12 quarterback in the league on Too Wild Wednesday? And people were saying that it's not too wild, man. So they think he's not a top 12 quarterback in this league. And that's crazy to say with his talent, bro. Because he should easily be in that top tier. Easily with his talent, bro. And I think he's regressing. And a lot because of what you said with the accuracy, man. So he got to tighten up. And I don't see it getting easier with him this season. I think he had an easy game coming up. I forgot who the Eagles play. I think it's an easy game that he should win.
Let me see. You go to the next topic while I look it up.
Yeah, the next topic is Falcons and Cowboys with the
Cowboys
comeback, which is the story of the 1:00 games. I really didn't want to dive too deep into it. That's why I saved it for last.
We have to. We have to dive into that. We have
Bro, I wish Black was on this podcast to dive into these Falcons, dogs. I have no excuse for what they did on Sunday night.
I think he told me he's not even a Falcons fan no more. If I remember what he texted. Bro,
Black, we know you're a Falcons fan. Don't lie now.
No, I really don't think he texted me that, if I'm not mistaken. That man he either texted me or Snapchatted me that. I can't remember.
All them tweets I had seen on Sunday, you can't tell me he's not a fan. Because he was in his feelings.
We're talking about the Eagles, right? Who the Eagles play next week? I'm looking. I don't see that yet. Oh, the Bengals.
Yeah, that's what I said. They got an easy game.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't win next week, we have to have a real talk.
The way Joe Burrow looking, I don't know. That might not be an easy dub no more.
It might not. Honestly, it might not, bro. It might not be. So if he loses next week and a game I think is easy for him, then we have to sit down and have a serious talk.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Bengals at the end of the day, but just they are better now that Joe Burrow is playing and he's playing well. So they are better, but they're still the Bengals, and you should still get that dub.
Can you see the Eagles switching out Carson Wentz for Jalen Hurts, though? That's you can see it.
Yeah.
This season.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing a lot of rumors. I can't see it, though.
I can't
see it.
If they lose too many, I don't even want to say, I'll give a specific number. If they lose, because the Rams wasn't an easy game, even though he played trash, Wentz played trash, that wasn't an easy game. If they lose against the Bengals, and then I didn't dig deeper into their schedule yet, but if they lose the Bengals and another easy game that they should win, if they go on any type of 2 or more losing streak, they're going to put Jalen Hurts in.
I can't see it. You don't pay a quarterback $30-something million just to sit him on the bench for Jalen Hurts. We don't even know if Hurts going to be good in the NFL. So I can't even see it, bro.
If you're trying to win, you're going to do anything. You're going to do anything at that point.
Jalen Hurts for Wentz? I'm mad it's even a discussion. I'm mad it's even starting to come to this because it shouldn't even be close with the talent difference.
But it is right now. It shouldn't, but it is. So
yeah, and that's Carson Wentz's fault, bro. That's really Carson Wentz's fault for even making
Nobody
it a
fault
discussion.
But his own.
Yeah, bro. So definitely got to tighten up, bro. Shout out to Derek, bro. He needs to have a pep talk with his quarterback. because he's struggling right now, bro.
Yeah.
So let's dive into the Falcons versus the Cowboys with the Cowboys comeback on Sunday, bro. Falcons do it once again. I thought 28-3 was bad, but this felt worse. This really felt worse to me, bro. With 4 minutes left in the game, they were up 15. It was a 99.9% chance that they were going to win this game, and they blow it.
You were up 20-0. And then somehow, some way, you make the dumbest, most against all odds, there was a 99.9% probability you were winning this game. You make the dumbest play in all of NFL history. I'm going to say it right now today.
How about that onside kick?
That was the dumbest play in NFL history. Nobody.
I don't know what happened.
Nothing else. And some of my friends were trying to tell me, well, they had to wait 10 yards for the ball to get in them.
No, they don't.
No, you don't. You're the receiving team. When has the receiving team ever had to wait for the ball to come to them? This is why I say the Atlanta Falcons, that was the dumbest shit you could have possibly done. The Cowboys had to wait until it went 10 yards because they're the kicking team. Mm-hmm. You're the receiving team if you're Atlanta. Why are you waiting? As soon as the ball left his foot, you need to just go and fall on it. All you had to do was fall on the ball, and the 99.9% probability would have went in your favor, as it should have. But no, you do dumb shit, which gives people like Skip Bayless the reason to brag the following morning. Like, the Cowboys didn't play trash and had to get saved by Dak Prescott for, like, the second half of the game. Like, I don't know why we're talking about this. Like, I don't like giving the Cowboys a lot of praise. And I'm
not giving them praise for anything. They played terrible. They played terrible.
I'll give them a tad bit of praise for the fact that Dak did what he did and put them back in that game. So I'll give them some praise for that. Other than Dak, the Cowboys played terrible. It was disgusting to watch.
It's funny
because I wouldn't even want to take joy in that win
because
it's like, damn, we didn't even really win the game. They literally lost it.
Yeah. And if I'm Dak, bro, I'm walking up to Jerry Jones and saying, give me my contract right now, bro. Real deal. After performances like this, they're still going to find a way to not pay Dak. They're still going to find a way.
You seen my tweet and other people seen my tweet. What I've been saying this whole time, I just want to see Dak show me he worth that money. And he showed me he worth that money on Sunday. He showed me that. So just keep doing what you're doing, Dak. What you did on Sunday against Atlanta, how you led that comeback after it was already kind of predicted, like, Atlanta up, they ain't finna lose this game. Dak said, no, this is my year to show everybody I'm worth the money that I want. And I feel like he directed that to people towards people like me and other people who said, I don't feel like you showing it. So he showed it to me. He convinced me. Just keep convincing me. Don't give me this one-hit wonder game. Like, no, continue to show me that you worth the money that you want.
The Cowboys should be 0-2 right now, bro. I don't feel good. And I think they got another. Oh, my goodness. And then they got another hard game, so they really should be 0-3, or should be 0-3, bro. But they 1-1. They probably feeling good about themselves right now.
They feeling real good. I'm pretty sure they fans feeling better than they is right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I see so many Cowboys fans on Twitter the other day, bro. I didn't feel good, bro. I really wanted y'all to get y'all ass clapped, bro. And the Falcons just handed it to you. And I want to say this too. I want to blame this. I'm gonna blame this whole game on Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, head coach of the Falcons, gotta go, bro. I don't know if it's a special teams coach or what. But the fact that your players didn't have any knowledge, felt like they didn't know the rules of the game on that onside kick, you got to be fired just for that alone, my G.
Honestly, I agree. Dan Quinn has to go. But for that specific play, I'm blaming the players. I'm not blaming anybody else. I'm not blaming the coaches, none of that. I don't care. You are a professional athlete in the world of football.
You should know.
You know the rules of the onside kick. Like, and even regardless of whether you know the rules or not, it's just a simple fact of the ball is coming in your direction. Just fall on it.
It was three players around the ball, 3 Falcons around the ball, and they didn't jump on it.
It was 3 around the ball, and it was 1 headed their way to the ball. So you got 3 with the incoming 4. You outnumbered the Cowboys players that were around the football, and none of you thought, hey, maybe I should just fall on it and give us the win. Like, nobody thought that. They thought they treated it like a punt. You know, when the punt happens and they let the ball roll until it stops rolling, it's like they were doing that. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Like, oh my God, they pissed me off. That game.
What's good with y'all, man? I had hopes for y'all coming into this season. I thought y'all could potentially make the playoffs, and y'all looked good.
You did say that about the Falcons. Why?
I did. And they were making me look good on Sunday night until this comeback.
No, I never said.
Come on, my G.
I don't agree with that at all. I
don't
know why you said that. I don't know why I let you say that.
Calm down. The Falcons have enough talent to make the playoffs. I ain't gonna gas y'all. I ain't gonna say they're a trash football team. But their time management is terrible. But their talent is up there with a lot of teams, bro. It is. I know y'all try to bash Matt Ryan like he ain't good, but Matt Ryan has an MVP in his bag. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. He has.
They're not making the playoffs. I just want you to know that.
I'm not saying I never picked them to make them. I said they could potentially make it.
Oh, I thought you said they were going to make the playoffs.
I didn't pick them to make the playoffs, but I said that I thought they could be right there. And I still feel like they have a chance. But damn, blowing a damn 20-point lead.
I can see a wild card possibility or something like that.
Yeah, but not no more. I don't see it no more now.
Oh, no. I
don't see it no more. Nah, bro. I don't see it, but that's crazy as hell, bro. But let's dive into the 2 Wild Wednesday segment of this podcast. I posted a couple of these yesterday, so I got the results right here too. So my first statement was Josh Allen is a legit MVP candidate right now in the NFL. Too wild or not too wild?
That's not too wild. I like what I've seen from him so far. I already told you how I feel about Josh Allen now that he got Stephon Diggs and how stout that defense over there is with Tre'Davious White and everything. I feel like Josh Allen is just doing what he needs to do right now and just win football games. He's not trying to be the best quarterback, but by not trying to be, he's proven that he's a valuable quarterback. So I love the fact that Josh Allen is using his legs. He's using his size and ability to help him at the position. He's definitely right now. He's a top 3, top 4 MVP candidate.
Yeah, because I think he has like 800 yards total with like 8 touchdowns. So he going crazy. He's been playing trash though, so I don't want to gas him. He's been playing like the Dolphins and the Jets the first 2 weeks of the season. So the poll said that it was too wild. 58% too wild, and this would probably have the most votes.
Won that?
Huh?
Too Wild won that?
Too Wild won that 58-42.
It has that's kind of close though. That ain't too bad. At least it wasn't like a landslide of Too Wild. Nah. That's kind of like that was a good debate one. That was a good debatable one.
Mine is Too Wild. It's way too wild. Like I said, he played the Dolphins and he played the Jets.
But those are division games.
Get some real competition.
Those division games don't hold weight
against the Dolphins and the Jets. No,
you're still a fresh.
I can't. No, this is what I say. They probably hold weight, but I can't give you MVP credit for that. I can't give you MVP credit for beating the Dolphins and the Jets. So y'all can say, I know the Bill fans is happy because he's looking good against those teams, but I got to see it against some real competition. You know what I'm saying? I think that schedule definitely going to get harder, but I have to see it against some real competition. Next, McVay and the Rams are back to being Super Bowl contenders. Too wild or not too wild?
Too wild. I don't know. With the Bucks, with Seattle, with the Cardinals on the uprise, the way they on the uprise, I don't feel like the Rams are.
You putting the Cardinals in Super Bowl contention already?
Yeah. I got them second in their division, and I got them making the playoffs.
That'll be Super Bowl contention, though.
I got them being second in their division, and I have them making the playoffs. So I definitely see them as a sleeper.
I'm talking about real contention. I'm not talking about playoffs. I'm talking about you think they could be in the Super Bowl.
Horse. They have a dark horse chance. They have a dark horse chance to make the Super Bowl. Yes.
Okay, and you don't see that in the Rams?
Nah, they got to prove it to me.
I think it's not too wild, man. With the 2 wins they had against the Eagles and the Cowboys, I think those were good wins. Coming into the season, I thought they were going to be garbage. I thought the Rams were going to be garbage. So seeing them play at this level, trading away Gurley, trading away Cooks. So now they just got Kupp and Woods now. That's like, damn, I really didn't expect this at all. The defense is playing at a high level. So definitely shout out to McVay for making this happen. I'm definitely going with not too wild. I think they can definitely be in the playoffs and be back in the Super Bowl. Like, we already seen it before. And I think their system is back intact. System is definitely back intact now. Next one. Is Captain Kirk back to Stinky Kirk? Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild. I told you, I only gave him that nickname for that extended period of time. Like, every time I called him that afterwards was clearly just for a joke. But I gave him that nickname just for that playoff performance. After that, I was like, y'all can go back to call him whatever y'all want. But for that moment, he was Captain Kirk.
Yeah, this is not too wild. This is stamped. This don't even got to be. This is a stamp of way not too wild. Definitely stamp. Solidified stamp.
I don't think he's trash. I ain't going to say Kirk Cousins is trash, but he's some mid. For sure. He's
most definitely, bro.
If he gets weapons around him, he could be solid. But if you kind of like trying to lean on his actual ability, he mid.
He lost Stephon Diggs, bro. Everybody was just blowing that off like that wasn't a big deal. And now we see what the Vikings looking like right now. And I'm somebody who picked the Vikings. I thought they were still going to be solid enough to make it. I didn't realize they had so much loss on the defensive side of the ball. I heard they lost 5 key pieces, starters, on the defensive side of the ball, and they obviously lost Stephon Diggs. So it's like, damn, losing a lot. So obviously I'm stamping that with a not too wild. Next one I have, Kyler Murray is a top 3 quarterback in the league right now.
Too wild. You're going too far. Too wild.
Let's see what
too wild says. I already know what Twitter said. Too wild.
Twitter said 82%. Not too wild.
Whoa, show me that.
I agree.
Show me that right now. Show me that tweet right now.
And I agree.
Show me that tweet. Y'all crazy as hell.
Where is that? Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Y'all crazy as hell.
Not too wild, my boy.
Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. You're putting him over one of those 3?
Right now.
No.
Right now, yes.
No.
Not too wild. I got him above Mahomes right now. So that's what I'm rocking out with. I got Lamar. I got Lamar, Russ, and I got my man Kyler Murray right now, man. That's my top 3, and that's what I'm rocking out with.
Out your damn mind. That's all that is.
Not too wild, and Twitter agrees.
That's very too wild.
Twitter agrees.
Very much too wild.
All right, man. And the next one I have is the Raiders of Las Vegas will win the AFC East.
Whoa, who in that division again?
The Broncos, the Chargers, and the Kansas City Chiefs.
You're wild as hell. Just hit end meeting. Hit end meeting right now. Thank you.
No, sir. This is what I will say.
Meeting, please.
This is what I will say. They will not win the division. So that is definitely too wild. But the Raiders will be right there on the Chiefs' ass this season. I predict a good season for them, though. I really like the Raiders, though. I really do. So I think they can get like 10-6 level. 10-6.
You said it was the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Raiders?
Yeah. And the Broncos just lost. I picked the Broncos to make the playoffs, but the Broncos just lost Drew Lock for like 4 to 6 weeks. So that really pushed them out the playoff contention window. So I'm substituting them for my Raiders.
That pushed him out of my dark horse for MVP. So
that pushed them. So just push them out of the prediction. I'm substituting Oakland now. Oakland is now my team to make the playoffs out of the AFC.
Las Vegas. They're not Oakland, my guy.
Y'all still refer to Oakland by me. All right, bro. Let's dive into the rankings of the week, bro. What is your top 5 power rankings for this week?
Top 5 power rankings. I'll say, let me look at the teams real quick.
Mm-hmm. Let me go first. So I got number 1, got the Ravens. Number 2, the Seahawks after that good win over the Patriots. Number 3, I got the Chiefs. Looked a little shaky against the Chargers. Really going neck and neck with a rookie quarterback, but they still pulled it out. So I got them dropping a little bit to 3. Number 4, sticking out with the Cardinals. I think they went up a level. I had them at 5 last week. They went up to 4 because the Saints got kicked out. And number 5, I have the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers is looking like a monster right now. He looked like a he didn't look like a monster last year, but they were winning games. But he looks like Aaron Rodgers again. Way more touchdowns. Devontae Adams wasn't even playing this past week, and he still was going crazy. And Aaron Jones. Shout out to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones probably is like top 3 running back in the league right now.
I got, this going to sound a little shaky. I got the Chiefs at number 1 still. Even though that game was to the wire with the Chargers, I feel like the Chargers are in good hands with Justin Herbert, and I feel like they're going to be a divisional team that is never going to be easy to beat. So I feel like that was a tough win for the Chiefs that they pulled through with. So I have Chiefs number 1. Ravens. I want Ravens number 2. Nah, I can't give Ravens number 2.
Ravens looking like the best team right now. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll give Chiefs number 1. I'll give Seattle number 2. I'll give Ravens number 3. Cardinals 4. And I'll keep the Packers at 5.
Who you said that for?
What you call it? Damn, who I just said?
I ain't hear what you said that for.
Damn. I'm literally looking at the teams right now. I said Chiefs, Seahawks, Ravens, Cardinals. That's what I said.
Cardinals. Okay.
Yeah, and Packers at 5.
So we got that's a Monday Night Football game too. Ravens and Chiefs is next Monday Night Football, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really gonna battle out who can stay at number 1 in my rankings for right now, bro. So now let's move on to the picks of the week. First game is the Thursday Night Football game. We got Dolphins versus the Jags. Who you got?
Ugh, damn, this an ugly ass game. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who made this Thursday night game?
Bro, who been making the last couple? Like, I didn't like the last couple games.
Oh my God. Oh man, this is a ugly. Who thought that the Jags or the Dolphins were prime time this year? Like, who thought this ugly ass game? I don't even know who to pick. Like,
I got Jags. I'm rocking out with the Jags. I got Jags.
Oh, I don't even know who to pick. This is so trash. I need the Dolphins to get a win, so I'll go with the Dolphins.
I got the Jags. Patriots versus the Raiders.
I'm going with Cam and the Patriots.
Yeah, I got the Pats. 49ers versus Giants. Both injury-riddled teams.
Giants. 49ers missing way too many people.
I know. This is actually way too tough. If you would have asked me earlier in the season, this would have been a fucking blowout. But I still got the 49ers. I don't even know who their quarterback is. I just trust the system. I trust the system way more, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Even without Jimmy G, I still like
That's
him.
a hot take. That's a hot take. That's a hot take.
Are you trying to bet this game, sir?
Jimmy G and Nick Bosa and Richard Sherman out, plus more people, and you still taking the 49ers?
It sounds like you want to bet this game.
$5. $5.
Yeah, hey, you didn't want to tell them how I took your lunch money last week, huh? With the Browns and the Bengals?
I paid for you to get in the club. We settled that. We settled that.
I didn't pay anything to get in that club.
You did it. I distracted for you.
Facts, you did. That was good looks. That was definitely good looks. All right, bro. So what I said, 49ers. Okay. So virtual shakes. Definitely got a virtual shake that.
Yeah, man.
49ers versus Giants. Okay. Bears versus Falcons.
All right, Atlanta. Redeem yourself. I got the Falcons. I got the Falcons.
You don't even sound happy with that.
Just redeem yourselves. That's all I'm going to say.
I got the Bears, man. Trubisky been looking. Do I want to say solid? I don't even know if I want to say solid. He been looking all right. He been looking all right.
Low pause. I was like, whoa, what he finna say?
That's what I was like, do I want to say solid? He been looking all right. You know what I'm saying? Better than last year is what I would say. Better than last year. So I'm rocking out with the Bears. Bengals versus Eagles.
Bengals. I'll go with the bangs. The bangs.
Damn, bro. I'm going to ride out with the Eagles, man. This is a big one on Carson Wentz, though. I'm going to rock out with the Eagles. Rams versus Bills. The first test for the Bills.
The Bills at home, so I'm going to rock with the Bills.
Rocking out with the Bills. I'm going to go with the Bills, too. I'm rocking out with the Bills. Texans versus Steelers.
Steelers,
most definitely. Damn, Deshaun getting off to a rough. I knew this was going to be a bad season. Their schedule was tough, man. Got a tough-ass schedule. Because I think they played Baltimore, Kansas City, now Pittsburgh. That's your first 3 games.
That's your first 3?
That's your first 3 games.
If this was college, if this was college, they winning toughest schedule of the year off rip.
Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy. All right, but yeah, I got the Steelers. Titans versus Vikings.
I got Titans on the road.
Yeah, I got Titans. Washington versus the Browns.
Washington.
Damn. I'm going to rock out with the Browns on that one, though. Jets.
Win one game, and all of a sudden, you just should start picking them every week.
I like what I've seen. It was progress. Is what I would say. Jets versus the Colts.
That's going to be a good game. I'm going with the Colts, though. I like Phillip Rivers again.
Jets versus the Colts going to be a good game?
Yeah.
You're excited for it? You ain't gonna watch that game, dog.
No context. No context behind it. Just it's gonna be a good game. No context.
I got the Colts though, man. Panthers versus Chargers. I want to go back to the Jets though, because I seen something on Bleacher Report that it was going to be a protest against Adam Gase. They were going to go up to the Jet Stadium and protest that they want Gase to get fired. That's crazy. You're that hated in the city. Yeah. And niggas is taking time out of their day to say, nah, we want to get this man out of here. Come on. That is hilarious.
You think I'm playing with the Bucks? let nothing happen with the Bucks. Let nothing lower than Super Bowl happen with the Bucks this year, and I'm going to Raymond James Stadium. Like I need people to understand. Huh?
I said, you gonna protest too?
I don't give a damn if people protest with me. I'm gonna be there. I don't care who else is there. I'm gonna be there.
That's hilarious.
I will be at Raymond James Stadium.
All right, bruh. That was Panthers versus Chargers. Yeah, Panthers versus Chargers though. No McCaffrey.
Chargers.
Yeah, I got the Chargers. Bucks versus Broncos.
Drew Lock not playing, so I honestly don't feel. And Von Miller gone too.
And Cortland Sutton, their best receiver, is out for the season with the ACL. Everybody got their ACL messed up this week. Crazy.
Yeah, but Bucks got that. I get that to us. We got that on the road.
Yeah. Cowboys versus Seahawks. This looks like a game of the week. Cowboys versus Seahawks. I have the Seahawks. Yep. Lions versus Cardinals.
Cardinals, easily.
Definitely Cardinals. Sunday night football. Packers versus Saints.
I'm going with Packers on the road for that one. Drew Brees gonna have a way better game, but I feel like the Packers they're gonna get that dub.
Okay. I'm still rocking out with the Packers. I don't think it's that close. Chiefs versus the Ravens. Monday night football. They say this is the game of the year.
Yeah.
Who you got?
This game of the year so far. I'm going with the Ravens. I'm going with LJ8.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens too. Yep. And that is our week 3 predictions. What is the game that you're most looking forward to? And please don't say Jets versus Colts.
No, I'm just saying that's gonna be a good game. That's good. No matter whether you watch it or not, that's gonna be one of the games of the week where it's gonna be some crazy shit happening in that game. I promise you.
Not Drew Brees, but Phillip Rivers trash ass gonna keep him in the game.
Honestly, the game that everybody hyping up, Ravens and the Chiefs. You got 2 MVPs, 2 leading stars in the NFL right now. I feel like this is gonna be the game of the year, no question. It's gonna be a shootout too. I predict both teams to have no less than 35 points.
No less, huh?
No less than 35.
I think this will be more lower scoring than that. I think this will be in the 20s range, like 25 or 24, 21 type shit. So that's why I'll call the score. More low scoring. But the game I'm most looking forward to is the Raiders versus the Patriots. Because I'm really not even for Cam, but more for the Raiders. Why am I mixing these shit together? The Raiders. The Raiders. But I want to see if Monday night was a fluke. Because you beat a good team in the Saints, even though Drew Brees played terrible. Can you do it with another structured team in the Patriots? Are the Raiders for real? I think if they win on Sunday night, I think we can really start saying the Raiders are for real this season, bro. And we can look at John Gruden in a different light, bro. So, yes, let's dive into the NBA playoffs. Had a hell of a game last night. Shout out to the baby GOAT hero himself.
I told y'all, Hero was one of my top Rookie of the Year candidates. Granted, he didn't make it that far voting-wise, but he was one of my top Rookie of the Year candidates before the season even had started. And to see what he's doing now with this team, I said it last week. I'll say it again. I got to get a Tyler Hero jersey. I have to. My new favorite Heat player.
I might have to get one too, dog.
My new favorite Heat player.
Oh, my good. 37? A 20-year-old in the Eastern Conference Finals off the bench at 37?
Ice in his veins.
They said, what you said?
He a killer.
Yeah, for sure, a beast. Baby GOAT for sure. I see the potential. And they were talking about it on the post-game show. They was like, he has the potential to be a perennial all-star in this league. And I really did not see this when we drafted him. I'm not even going to lie to you. I thought he was going to be solid, but I did not see this, especially so quickly. This is still his first year.
Right.
And he's giving us this production in the playoffs.
Yeah.
In the biggest game of his career. This was a swing game. This is the game where we needed players to step up, and it was a 20-year-old rookie. They said Magic Johnson was the only player to score more points than Tyler Hero, because I think he had like 42 in Game 6 in the finals. He is the only person to have that type of performance, being 20 or younger. That is crazy, bro. Oh, my goodness, bro. So shout out to Tyler Hero.
Heat Nation. Two proud Heat Nation members right here. So we love what we seeing. Man. I ain't been talking trash to no Boston fans.
Me neither.
Boston fans been going crazy. Man, I've just been quiet. I'm like, I don't think you've seen my Facebook post. I said this after like game 2. I was like, Heat fans, we don't talk shit. We just get the dubs and just keep moving forward.
Yeah, real deal. We're quiet both ways. When we win, we just gonna, you know what I'm saying, moving on to the next series.
Exactly.
But I do not want to jump ahead, because this is a good ass Boston team, and I do not feel comfortable with a 3-1 lead.
Oh, like hell no. We're winning this series. Like,
I still do not feel comfortable.
Not scared of that at all.
After what I see in this playoffs, I can't count
not
anything
scared
out.
of that at all. We're not blowing the 3-1 lead. Not happening.
Hopefully we don't, man. We gotta step up, because this is a Boston team with talent and desperation on their side. So they're gonna be trying to do everything to get to this next game. And shout out to Tatum. God, he had 0 points in the first half and ended up with 28. That young nigga, that's special, bro. That dude, that is special, bro. Different level of talent, bro. So shout out to Tatum for his performance, but man, Bam been stepping up big. I think he's averaging 20-something and 10.
And I'm really tired of people on Facebook. I see a lot of dudes on Facebook, my cousin included. Bro, the Heat not even really all that good, bro. It's just the calls. And I'm like, we're not that good. What are you talking about?
The
like
calls?
The run that we had, we weren't even predicted to like make it out of the first round. Like before the season even started, a lot of people barely even predicted us to make the playoffs. And y'all saying we still not good, and we on the cusp of like making it to the finals right now, and we're not good. Yeah, get out of here. No, y'all just talking. Y'all talking out of pure hate at that point.
We were projected to be the 8th seed by the media coming into this season, and we are 1 win away from the finals. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit.
I projected us to make the 8th seed. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I said 6th seed. I didn't see this at all.
I projected the 8th seed, and I
didn't predict this at all, bro. The fact that they're 1 win away, no Heat fan projected this. I don't care who. I don't care how big of a fan you were. You did not predict this at all.
Exactly.
You did not predict this. How fast the rookies have come along, the Kendrick Nuns, the Heroes.
And we talking pre-bubble. We ain't talking since we've been in the bubble. I'm talking pre-bubble. Nobody's seen this. Now, once the bubble came and you see how dudes was playing in the bubble, then you might have had a reason to say that. But pre-bubble, nobody saw this happening.
Bro, it's funny because they were talking about how that bubble probably affected Tyler Hero's game, because they were like in the first part of the season, they were like, Hero was playing good. He was averaging like 14 and 4, something like that. But he wasn't playing like he is in the playoffs. He's been not averaging, but he hasn't had anything lower than double digits this whole playoffs. In all games, he's had at least double digit in points. And now he's starting to explode a little bit. Last game in game 3, 23. Now he explodes for 37. It's like, damn, he's starting to become reliable at 20 years old. Jimmy Butler, you know what you're going to get from him. Bam, you know what you're finna get from him. But now we starting to get explosions from Hero? Hey. And they were saying how like that bubble, that 4-month period really helped Hero develop over that 4-month time. So he was really getting in that work. And he came back to the bubble a different player for real, bro. He really did. Handle was tighter. He's starting to get to the rim way more because he was shooting way more jump shots in the beginning of the season. He getting to the rack. Yeah. He Euro-stepping Kimba, sliding past dudes, reverse layups. I'm like, dude, I didn't predict this at all for this.
In his bag. That's the only definition.
Baby goat, man. Baby goat Hero, man. One win away, Heat fans. We got to stay focused, though, man. Like I said, this is a scrappy Celtics team. We got to stay focused, though. They're
going to fight to get that second win. Even if they lose the series, they're going to fight to get that second win.
Exactly, though, bro. And I want my man Spo to get his flowers. I will deem Spo the best coach in the NBA when he wins this series. He will be the best coach in the NBA when he wins the series. The way he's been utilizing this zone against this Boston team, because man up, I don't think they can keep up with Boston. Boston has too much talent. But the way he has been utilizing this zone against this team, and it's really stagnated their whole offense. The way he's limiting Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker can't even get loose. Tatum doing his thing, but it's like, damn, his mind, his adjustments he makes during the game, he has to get his flowers. And like I said, when he wins this series, he will be the best coach in the NBA. I'm saying it right now.
I agree. We know Nick Nurse won for Coach of the Year this year, but being that he's not going as far, obviously, anymore, being out of the playoffs, Eric Spoelstra was one of my top 3 candidates for Coach of the Year anyway. Even though I wanted Nick Nurse to get it, Eric Spoelstra was like right on his heels as like the second or third option to get that award. But I totally agree with what you're saying. If we win this series and get to the finals and, hell, even win 1 or 2 final games.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give Eric Spoelstra the unofficial nod of Coach of the Year. Not even Coach of the Year, best coach in the league, period, at the moment right now.
Period, bro. He got to get that title, man. He needs his respect in this league because I feel like he doesn't get it enough. I feel like he's like a side note. It's like, yeah, we see what Miami doing over there. Yeah, Spo doing a good job. But no, he's doing it on a big stage right now. And he's showing you how well he is as a coach or how good he is as a coach. He needs his flowers most definitely, bro. But let's slide over to the Western Conference, man. Because that's an interesting situation that's going on, building up in the Western Conference. Game 2, they only won by a shot. Yeah. AD saved the day. Called out Kobe. He the man. Game 3, Nuggets won game 3. It really could be either way right now. It could be Nuggets 2-1 easily right now. It really could.
It could. I mean, because what did you predict this series? Go 5?
I said 4. I thought they were going to get swept.
I think I either said 5 or 6. Yeah. I said 5, yeah. And, I mean, I don't see why it can't go 6. It's definitely not going 7. I need everybody to get that out of the head right now. This LeBron not letting
what I've seen, I'm not saying anything. I'm not counting anything out.
At most, it's going 6. But I'll stick with my original prediction of 5 games. I feel like the game that they won, they most definitely did beat the Lakers' ass, and they got that dub quick and early instead of waiting until being down to get a win. So I feel like Denver is just going to play their heart out each game right now because I feel like they're playing to prove. Yeah, it's nothing to lose. They're just playing to prove that they are the best team in the league, and I feel like they're not wrong for doing so. I feel LA is going to win this in 5 games, and LeBron is going to take another trip to the finals. But Denver is nothing to turn your nose up at. LA, I don't care if y'all go up 3-1 or 3-2 or whatever. Play every game like it's win or go home. Like, you have to play like that against these Denver Nuggets. Now, when you get to the finals, I ain't going to lie, that might be an easy finals win for y'all. Not going to lie. But
I'm not going to give it to them that easy. After what I see from these Heat, I'm not ready to give up.
I ain't ready to give up either. I'm just being realistic. I ain't giving up either. I'm
being realistic too. After what I see from the Heat, how Hero's been stepping up, that's going to be a closer series than what we want to admit. Because a lot of people,
the Heat gonna win like 1 or 2 games. Like they might win 1 or 2. They ain't winning no more than 2. They ain't going no more than 6. Actually, I'm gonna say this right now. The Heat gonna beat Boston. No matter how many more games to go, the Heat gonna win that series. So it's gonna be Lakers and Heat. We just need to get that in our heads right now. And I don't see that going any more than 6 games. I'm gonna call it in 5, but it shouldn't go no more than 6.
Heat in 7.
You did not just do that. You did not do that. No, and you did it quietly. This how I know you don't believe what you just said. You did it real. I need you to say that a lot louder.
Heat in 7 games.
Against who?
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Yep, you're smoking crack.
I like what I'm seeing, bro. I like what I'm seeing. I think it is a universal thought that whoever wins the West is winning. But I don't know anymore, bro. I'm liking what I'm seeing from my Heat, man. I know y'all got LeBron and y'all got AD, but I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Heat.
I like what I'm seeing too.
I'm sticking with it. Heat in 7 against the Lakers.
It's going to be my favorite player versus my favorite team, and I'm deciding with my favorite player in this situation.
Well, look, I don't want to give up on the Nuggets so easy, though. Because like I said, it should be 2-1 Nuggets if we be keeping it a beam. It should be 2-1 Nuggets.
Should be or could be?
Should be.
No, I'm not going to say that.
SH. Should be.
Not going to say that.
If it wasn't for AD saving the day, y'all done. Y'all was down by 1 in that situation. It should be 2-1. But I'm going to say this, though. The Nuggets, like you said, the Nuggets got a lot of fight. And Jamal Murray, we said it last week, he is solidified as being a top 3-point guard in this league. And I don't care what anybody else say. You can throw the Kimbas in there. You can throw the Kyries, the Russes. Jamal Murray is solidified top 3 after what I've seen, bro. He's solidified. Last game, he had 28, 8 and 12, something crazy, dunking on niggas. It's like, bro, I seen enough. I've seen enough to put him in that top 3 category. And most likely going to be pushing all-star status. Most likely all-star status moving forward, man. So shout out to Jamal Murray. Mike Malone been doing a hell of a job coaching. And Jokic been hooping. I didn't think Jokic was going to be hooping like this.
Oh, I seen Jokic doing that. That's the only way they're going to survive. Jamal Murray and Jokic can't take no nights off. They have to perform like this every game if they want to stay alive in the series.
Yeah, that's why I called a sweep in the first place. I didn't know Jokic was going to eat. I thought what's name was going to kill him the whole series, but AD really ain't been going crazy, and he's been getting defended by, like, Dwight Howard. So I'm like, Dwight Howard's solid, don't get me wrong, but it's like, man, it's still Dwight Howard at the end of the day, old Dwight. But what you riding with? How many games?
What, for Lakers and Nuggets?
Yeah.
I still got it at 5.
Still got it at 5?
Mm-hmm.
After what I've seen.
You be saying I be switching up. You switching up all your original opinions.
I mean, my prediction of 4 games is already done. So okay. I have to change it up. I have to change it up.
Instead of admitting he was wrong, he'd rather just switch what his prediction is. Let this have been me.
No, I was wrong for 4 games. I really don't pay attention to the games. I thought it was going to be a sweep. Like I said, I didn't think Jokic was going to play this good. But, hey, give me Lakers in 7. Give me Lakers in 7.
Y'all realize he be wrong way more than me. That's why he has to switch up way more than me. But he gets mad.
Who switches up? You switch up way more than me, boy. And you don't remember what you be saying. And I got to bring it up so many times.
His predictions always end before my predictions, which is why he never gets flack. He never gets flack for switching up because his predictions always end.
When did I switch up?
His predictions always
When did I switch up? When did I switch up?
Please you have to change your predictions all the time.
When it comes to games?
Yes.
Games haven't been right the whole season.
I've been way closer.
The whole playoffs. I don't pay attention to games. I don't pay attention to games, sir.
All right.
It just matters who wins.
Okay.
That's it, man. This man trying to get me wrapped up for games.
Okay.
All right, bro. Let's dive into Billy Donovan getting tied up with the Bulls. I forgot how long the contract was, but he signed with the Bulls. How do you like the fit?
Who was it again?
Billy Donovan.
Oh, that's right. I thought you said a player. Billy Donovan with the Bulls. I don't like it. I tried to find a bright side to it. Don't like it. I feel like he's way too good of a coach to be in a rebuilding process, and I feel like Chicago isn't a rebuilding process that's on the cusp of success right now. It's kind of like you're literally smack dab in the middle of that shit right now. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like he could be in a way better situation. So I really don't like it.
Honestly, while looking at the landscape of all the teams, I didn't like him really anywhere, honestly. I didn't like him with the Sixers. I didn't like him in Houston. So the best situation would be the Bulls out of all the teams that don't have a coach right now. But I want to Atkinson. I don't like him.
You rather have him on a rebuilding team than a team that has actual talent. Like, even if there's no finals hope, like, you at least have talent to work with. And
I mean, there was no contenders that don't have a coach. Like I said, I don't like him with the Sixers. I like Mike D'Antoni way more with the Sixers. And I like Billups. I like Chauncey Billups with the Rockets. And those were the two contenders who actually have real talent on their team to actually make noise in the playoffs. And then after that, that's when you get the Bulls. I mean, the Nets already got their coach. And you just get worse from there. So the Bulls is probably the best situation, in my opinion, other than the top two contenders. But like I said, I wanted Kenny Atkinson to get this job, though. I really like Kenny Atkinson. I think he's way better with developing talent and working with rebuilding situations. I've already seen it with the Brooklyn Nets. I think Brooklyn Nets. So I know it'd have been a clean transition for the Bulls, bro. So I didn't like the decision. I understand it, and for Billy Donovan's perspective, but it's just like for the Bulls, I don't like it at all. He ain't a good fit. I can see him going in 2 years, honestly. Mutual. All right, bro. Let's move on to Deion Sanders. Jackson State University, bro.
Yes,
Head
sir. Coach Primetime. Shout out to Coach Primetime. I love it. I've been saying he need to be a coach for at least a couple years now. I would, even though I'm a Gator, I would have loved to see him coach at FSU. I feel like Florida State, that would have been literally the perfect landing spot for him. You know, you played there, you alumni, you got a household name there. I feel like the program would just be a huge turnaround if you went there. Like, the recruiting process, you'll have some of the top recruits in the nation just begging to play for you. And
he still is.
Yeah, they still is. But the tweet that came out that I had retweeted about the coaching staff that you probably would have, I've been hearing this fake. At first, it sounded pretty legit with having T.O., Warren Sapp, like other coaches, other former players like that, just being all on your coaching staff. I was finna say, man, that might be the best coaching staff in college. Like, and it's not even the top tier school to look at. Mm-hmm. So I felt like that would have been cool, but reports came out that he said that wasn't true. So.
Damn. That would have been a good recruiting tactic, just period. If you got T.O. and Warren Sapp on your coaching staff, I'm running to your school.
Coach. T.O. my receiving coach. I'm coming to practice every day. Like, I'm never bucking
top
practice.
Recruits are going to that school. Number one players in their class are going to Jackson State. But since it's fake, I don't see the same thing. But he's going to get some players, though. Definitely going to get some high players trying to play for Deion.
Prime time is a name enough on its own. So.
Yeah. So I can definitely see like top corners going there, wanting to be like under his wing and things like that, bro. So definitely shout out to Primetime. He's been a high school coach for the past few years with Trinity High School in Texas. He's been coaching his son, and his son is going on to FAU. So now Deion gonna move on to the college ranks, man. So definitely shout out to Deion for that opportunity, though. Let's move on to social media wants to know. Only got one question. But hearing a lot of conversation, who's better, Prime Tim Duncan or Prime AD?
I give it to Tim just for the fact that AD has way more health concerns. So I give it to Prime Tim Duncan.
Prime Tim Duncan. It's an easy question, honestly. It's Prime Tim Duncan by a lot. Tim Duncan is the best power forward ever. So like, I obviously have to give it to him. And we haven't really seen AD win without Bron. Like, before Bron was on your team, you wasn't really doing anything. I seen Tim Duncan do it, you know what I'm saying? Pull up teams that wasn't really shit.
I ain't gonna say that.
Because AD's has some talent now.
Tim Duncan never really had a trash team. Never really had a trash team.
Has he?
Never. You can look up the rosters. He's never had a trash team. Never had a trash team. You can end it all day. Tim Duncan never had a trash team ever.
Trash team? A young Tony Parker? That team was not mid?
Mid or trash?
Let's not act like AD didn't have talent with the Pelicans.
No, you gotta think. Tim Duncan was still making the playoffs. Like he's been making the playoffs ever since he got in the NBA.
Yes. But that's what I'm saying though. They were making the playoffs because of him. Like AD's had talent. AD's had talent though around him to make the playoffs. And he hasn't made the playoffs.
You had David Robinson on your team. I'm not calling you.
David Robinson only there like for a couple of years. And then it was just Tim Duncan them.
But I
gotta look up rosters.
But I'm saying, like, you had David Robinson for those first few years, and then you transition into the era of Tony Parker and Ginobili and all of that. So I'm like, I can't really say you ever had a trash team. Like, you never – obviously, if Tim Duncan went down, like, they were out of gas and they had no hope. But to say the team was trash, that's a stretch. That's a whole reach.
Let me see, bro. I'm pretty sure this nigga has pulled up teams by his bootstraps that wasn't supposed to be that good, bro.
Okay, this is very disrespectful. I don't like this text. Attention to all people out there. If you're gonna text me happy birthday, don't put HBD. I'd rather you not tell me happy birthday.
So I text you HBD?
Yeah. I honestly would rather you just not tell me happy birthday.
Wow, these niggas was always first.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when were they ever trash? Now, you could say Tim Duncan was the main reason why they were good. And if he left the team or got injured or something, then they would go down. But to say that supporting cast was just
damn, he's really always had a supporting cast. Looking at these rosters, he's always had a supporting cast.
That's what I'm saying.
Turkoglu was on their team at one point. What the hell?
Oh, I forgot about the early Hedo. The early Hedo Turkoglu, boy. I forgot about that.
That's kind of crazy. Hedo Turkoglu, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Bruce Bowen. Damn, that's tough. Robert Horry.
Yeah, we got to get my friend Sean on here. Because not only is he a diehard Cowboy fan, he a diehard Spurs fan. He would have cleared you just now.
That's crazy.
Sean definitely would have cleared you just now about the Spurs.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about these Spurs at all, bro. That's crazy, though. Shit. I'm starting to lean to AD now with all these damn players he done played with.
Tim Duncan's still the choice. He's still the choice.
I think Tim Duncan is more of a winning player than
But that's why I said, like, if it wasn't for injuries, it would be a harder question to answer. But AD battling with the injuries he's battled through, I have to say Tim Duncan.
Damn, bro. But situation does make a lot of difference. And when you playing with all this damn talent, it's like, man. Yeah, bro. We're going to have to have your boy on talk about the Spurs because, damn, I'm starting to lean to AD.
Nah, I ain't gonna. Nah, you wild.
I'm starting to lean to AD, bro, because we got to talk about supporting stats
a lot. You wild or not, boy.
Damn. With all this talent, like I said, the situations make the difference now. I'm going to rock with Tim Duncan for now, but I got to hear somebody reasoning, bro, because situation make a lot of difference, bro. It really does. Tim Duncan is the best power forward of all time, so I'm going to give him the nod. But damn, she'll play with a lot of talent, bro.
He did.
Jesus, I'm just going through the years. It's just like, damn, nigga had a stacked roster every year. Real deal, bro.
It was a top team in the conference every year.
Yeah. And you can't blame AD for what he was playing with in damn the Pelicans. So it's like, it looked like AD was just playing for numbers, but he really had no talent around him. Like, look at these teams. Michael Finley, Manu Ginobili, Robert Horry, Tony Parker, Brent Barry, Bruce Bowen.
For extended years at that. Like, it's not like just one.
Come on, bro.
Like
team. I said, situation has a lot to do with it. Tim Duncan, best power forward of all time. But goddamn, give AD a couple of more years since he has talent. Now we got to evaluate him with talent. So that's what I would say. We can't answer that question right now. That is what I will say, bro. Because he's never played with talent, especially not to the talent of what Tim Duncan was playing with. So we got to see him a few more years with the Lakers to fully answer that question. Right now, I would give you that it is Tim Duncan. Ask me this again in a few years, I might give you a different answer, though. For real. Because AD most likely going to win the ship this year. And that's going to be something that's add on to his legacy. Even though he got Bron, it's still going to add on to his legacy. So,
right.
Hey, we definitely got to look out for AD, bro. But yeah, shout out to Timmy. Let's move on to entertainment, bro. And current events. The biggest topic of current events has been the Breonna Taylor decision. I forgot what the officer's name was, but one of the 3 officers that came into her house.
Hank something. I think his last name was Hank or something like that.
Yeah, so I know one of the 3 officers that shot at Breonna Taylor, only one of them was indicted. And they weren't even charged for the killing of Breonna Taylor. It was basically just, he was charged for like recklessness, shooting at like a neighbor's door, shooting at their at the wall and things like that. So he was only charged for that. And it was like,
he was charged of shooting everything but her, basically.
Exactly. He was shot at everything but her. So that shit is crazy. Obviously, niggas is distraught right now. I don't even think they gave him any sentences or anything like that.
He got 3. He got the 3 felony charges and I think $10,000 bond. He could do up to 5 years. If they choose to sentence him, but
that's crazy.
That's not enough time at all. So I'm just real pissed off with the situation. Not surprised because it always happens like this somehow, some way. So never surprised now, but just still pissed off about the whole situation. Like I said before with the other videos that we've been seeing recently over the past 2-3 months, like I can't even get upset anymore. I can't physically show my anger anymore. I'm just so pissed to the point where I'm quiet. So
yeah.
So sorry, Breonna Taylor, that justice is not being brought upon you right now. But hopefully in the near future we can do it for you, or if there is anybody. I don't want to say when there is, because the goal is to try to not have it happen again. But if it were to happen again, we'll make sure that justice is brought for that person if we can't get it for you.
Yeah. And a lot of the things that the NBA was trying to do for her with the social injustice, with putting on the jerseys, speaking about it in all the interviews, it really didn't make a difference at the end of the day. That's why so many players came out and said, sorry, because we tried, but it's just like, we still can't make a difference in the system, even with everything that we tried to do, bro. So it's a sad situation. Don't know when it's going to stop, man, but it's like, I'm desensitized. I've been desensitized since that Trayvon Martin thing. I remember when that sentencing came out, or when those charges came out, when Zimmerman was acquitted, like I was at my boy house, Kevin house, and everybody was just like shocked and like going crazy. And it's like, you see a lot of people on Twitter being outraged about it, but it's like, we're not really surprised like we were back then.
Yeah.
Like, back when Trayvon Zimmerman was acquitted, niggas was in an uproar. Man, you've seen people in an uproar, but it's like, nah, it's like, we can't even be surprised with what's going on. So it was something it was like a song lyric that stood out to me a lot when Jay-Z spoke on this. I'm not saying I'm an advocate for killing people or anything like that, but when XXXTentacion died a few years ago and he was killed by the hands of another black person, Jay-Z came out and off the top of my head, I can't think of the name of the song right now, but Jay-Z said, y'all kill X and let Zimmerman live. The streets is done. And I was like, damn, that speaks volumes. It's like there's so much crime out there where we're killing people who have no reason like to be killed for the most part. And people who I don't want to say deserve to be killed, because I don't feel like we have the right to be executioners amongst each other, but somebody who deserves to be punished, I'll say that. Like, y'all don't do anything to him. Like, I get it, witness protection and all that. I'm sure he could walk to the grocery store and be untouched for the most part. But the fact that nobody has tried to do anything to him, but we're still able to do stuff amongst ourselves like that, that's a bother to me.
that's really a bother to me. And I agree with what Jay-Z said. The streets is done at this point. Y'all let people who kill us for no reason, just off the color of our skin, walk around. Like, George Zimmerman is still walking around to this day.
And I don't even think he in wet sec no more. I think he's just walking around chilling, really. I think people be seeing him at the store. Like, people be seeing him at the store and shit like that. And it was like, damn, like, y'all niggas ain't making no moves on Zimmerman.
Yeah, like, I'm just crazy. Like, man.
And when charges come out like this, it's just going to keep happening when it comes to black killings and police brutality. Because they see that it's really just a slap on the wrist. Nothing really happens to them, bro. They get fired for a little minute. What they call it?
They don't get fired. They get paid leave.
Yeah, paid leave or something like that, and then they right back on the force, and they act like nothing happened. And it's just a cycle, bro. We've seen it for years and years and years, and we keep letting it happen. And the only change that can happen is them to actually get punished. Mm-hmm. Somebody has to put their foot down and say, "Hey, you killed somebody. You have to get charged." All three of the people that were involved in this need to be getting charged. Harsh time for this. 15 plus years for this. You killed somebody when she was asleep. She couldn't even defend herself. You killed her, bro. Come on. You get no time, really? And you get some charges that weren't even directly toward her for some reckless shit like shooting a wall or some shit like that. Come on, dude. This shit just gonna keep on happening until the police system and the justice system put their foot down. That's the only way it's gonna change, bro. We can talk about defunding the police and all that other shit, but it has to start with the justice system. Getting these
it has to work his way from the inside out. We've been trying to work outside in this whole time, but we got to find a way to make it work from the inside out.
That is correct, bro. That is correct. And it's crazy because DeMarcus Cousins came out with a tweet yesterday. They was like, you get a slap on the wrist for killing somebody, but you get 10 years for tearing down a Confederate statue or something like that, or a monument or something like that. And it's crazy because you put it in perspective. That's crazy.
And that just shows what the core values are when it comes to a lot of American situations. Like, you see the core values of systemic racial oppression. So
yeah, that's crazy, bro. I think Trump just signed the order like you get 10 years for tearing down a monument, but you get a slap on the wrist. Like you said, maybe he gets 5 years for nothing that even directly was about her. It wasn't even about shooting her. It's like, dude. That's crazy, bro.
And that's just one of the dudes. That's not even counting the other
one of the dudes. Yeah. The other two got off scot-free. Man. So it ain't too much to say. Like Edgar said before, man, really desensitized to it. Ain't too much to say about it.
It's about actions at this point. Like, we could be pissed off and talk about it all day, but come down to actions.
Yeah. R.I.P. to Breonna Taylor. Thoughts and prayers with her family, most definitely, man, because I know they going through it. I don't even know what they were expecting to come out of it. Maybe they had the same mindset as us. Like,
didn't they get that settlement? They gave them like settlement money or something.
They gave them settlement.
Yeah.
Shit, they'll turn that settlement money in for their daughter in a quick second, man.
Exactly.
And
that's the part that tripped me out. Y'all give me settlement money for the death of my daughter, but won't convict. And
so you did something wrong.
Like, you did something wrong, but you're not gonna charge the people who did something wrong. But you're gonna give me money to be quiet about something that y'all, man. I don't know. We on a public platform, so I don't really want to talk how I really want to talk. So yeah.
Shit crazy, dude. Shit definitely crazy. Whoa. Just got some information about James Harden. It says 76ers eyeing James Harden.
Don't do it, James. Don't do it, James. Don't do it.
They said one of the reasons 76ers are interested in Mike D'Antoni is the feeling he could lure James Harden.
Don't do it, James. Don't do it.
So you don't like it for James Harden, or you don't like it for the 76ers?
I don't like it for James Harden. We already having the conversation of is James Harden ever going to win a championship? That conversation is going to be cemented if he goes to Philly. Like, he's never going to win.
Because I would assume you trade Embiid to Houston to get Harden to the Philadelphia. So it would be Ben Simmons and James Harden. I like that. Because that means you give Ben Simmons a true point guard. He ain't got to play the point, so he can play the true power forward position. He can stay himself in the paint. And he can be playing the small ball center now. And I think that's a way better position for him, bro. Honestly, I think it is. So if they were, I don't really see it happening because I really don't see Harden leaving Houston. I think he will finish his career in Houston. But if he was to end up in Philly, I like the pairing a lot. I really do. All right, bro. And next about entertainment was what you had told me about with the Supreme Court Lady Ruth died. So what information that you have on that?
Yeah, I still I wasn't able to figure out how she died. I really forgot. I think my mom told me.
Yeah.
I think it was just old age at this point. Cause I dead ass like literally can't find out how she died. Yeah. But
Lady Ruth was you said opened the door for a lot of black Supreme Court or politicians.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard yet, tomorrow will be a week, I think, since Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. She was one of the Supreme Court justices for the United States. She did a lot of monumental things for women in the judicial court, in the courtroom, and in just the judicial field in general. So whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, if you're a woman, you should give a lot of praise to Ruth because she just set the ground to let men know that we are allowed in these type of rooms as well. Like, even though her votes were outweighed a lot of times in certain decisions that the Supreme Court had to make, she played a very necessary part in the decisions that were made, and she put up a fight in cases that 9 times out of 10 women wouldn't have had a fight for, or people in general, like without her say so, wouldn't have had a fight for. So shout out to Ruth Bader Ginsburg, rest in peace. You lived a long life, born 1933, passed away September 18th of this year in 2020. So right now we got that Supreme Court Justice chair open. It could be filled. I want to say not too long after we find out who the winner of the next presidential term is going to be. I don't see it being filled anytime before that. But regardless of whether you're Republican or Democrat or whatever, let's just try to get the best person in there. I don't feel like I should, like, I don't want to try and display my personal opinions on who I would want to be, like, who I would want sitting in there. But I feel like with any type of election or decision, let's just choose who's going to help the people the most. I feel like that's the best choice to make.
Man, that's true, bro. Definitely true. Definitely go out there and vote. Definitely. Do you have anything else for entertainment? I don't think I had anything else.
For entertainment, wasn't really too much going on. Oh, shout out to Drake. September 24th, 2013, Drake gave us Nothing Was the Same. September 24th, my birthday. That makes 7 years. So I really appreciate that. So Drake gave me a birthday gift.
Like he dropped it for you or something.
He did. He gave me a birthday gift and didn't even know it. I need people to understand that. The biggest star on the planet gave me a birthday gift and didn't even know it. I appreciate it.
You think that's his best album, don't you? Just because it dropped on your birthday?
No, I personally feel like his best album was Thank Me Later.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. I think it's damn. He's got so many though. I still ride out with Take Care, honestly. No, Views. I would go Views, Take Care, then Nothing Was the Same. That's how I would do it. Views got too many hits, bro. Oh my goodness.
I would say Thank Me Later, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, Scorpion.
Damn, you like Scorpion that much?
Yeah, I rock with Scorpion. And then Views. And then If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, and then so on and so forth.
Damn, I forgot about If You're Reading This, It Was Too Late. That'd probably be 4.
Damn, we could count What a Time to Be Alive.
Oh my, nah, I ain't even gonna throw. That's too much. I can't keep up. But that's too much. He got heat. Oh, damn.
So much heat. So much heat.
Drake is the GOAT, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, dog. Drake the GOAT. He done gave us too much heat, my G. Really gave us too much. All right, bro, let's move on to the Pass the Aux segment, bro. What's the song of the week?
Pass the Aux for me, honestly, hottest song in the world to me right now is NBA YoungBoy featuring Lil Wayne, My Window. That's the hottest song out right now to me. The wordplay that Wayne gives you with the harmonic vibe that YB give you, that's the hottest song out right now. That might be Wayne might have gave the hardest feature of the year so far with that feature.
Are you saying that because you're a Wayne fan, or do you truly believe that?
No, like I truly believe that. Like once I heard the song, I was like, I gotta memorize this verse. Like I have to. Like when you take a listen, you're gonna be like, yeah, he slid that. Not gonna lie. Hardest feature.
Wayne have his moments though. I ain't gonna lie. Wayne have his moment where it's like, yeah, he's still that nigga.
Yeah, because you seen my tweet the other day. I was like, I don't like when people say Wayne back. He never left. Like he never left.
He did leave.
No, he didn't.
He did.
No, he didn't.
He did. He was ghosted, bro. After 2012, he was nowhere to be found in 2013.
No, I'm talking about talent-wise.
Oh.
Yeah.
They probably meaning he was gone for a long time.
Nah, they be talking about talent-wise, bro.
When
was
the last thing he dropped before the hiatus?
The last thing he dropped?
Like 2013. Was that Dedication? Or was that No Ceilings?
He dropped
Dedication 4.
Are we talking albums?
It might have been Dedication 4 2012.
We talking albums and mixtapes or just
albums? Albums and mixtapes.
Last album he dropped before the Carter 5 was the Carter 4. And
it was?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Carter 4. Mixtapes too.
Oh, mixtapes. No Ceilings 2?
No.
So
that was the last thing he left us with.
That's a lie. I
thought it was Dedication, bro.
No, it might have been No Ceilings 2. Yeah, it might have been No Ceilings 2. Either Sorry for the Wait 2 or No Ceilings 2 was like the last thing he like dropped.
It was Sorry for the Wait 2. I remember that because that's when it had Coco on there. I like that white, that blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah, that was the last one. That was definitely the last one because I remember that vividly for some reason. Yeah. So that was definitely the last one. That was Sorry for the Wait though. Yeah. But shout out to Wayne. Damn, shout out to Wayne. Mine is Hate the Club by Kehlani though. Love that song. I've been listening to that album a lot lately, bro.
I ride with Kehlani. I like it.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Kehlani for that whole album, bro. All right, bro. That is it for the podcast. Eggert, hit them with the social media.
You can follow us on Twitter at QE Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at Q_N_E_podcast. You can follow and like our Facebook page, Q&E Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the notification bell and hit all so you can hear anytime that we drop new episodes. Our email, QANDEpodcast@gmail.com for any business inquiries, questions, concerns, fan mail. We'll get back to you as soon as possible with any of those. Quincy's Twitter, Q_Hicks3. Mine is Edgar Martin 97. You can follow Quincy on IG at Q Hicks Production. You can follow me at Edgar Martin Official. And what else? Shout out to Blue Collar Media Group. Shout out to MTMV Sports. And I think that was it. Yep.
Yeah. And definitely subscribe to us on all of our podcast platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Trying to get on Amazon Music right now. They just opened up, so definitely be on the wait for that. And definitely subscribe to me on YouTube. Type in Quincy Hicks into the search bar, and I'll be the first name. Definitely subscribe. And we appreciate you for listening. And we are out. Peace.